Oh, as far as the lottery is going, the numbers 2 out of 3 constantly, and if you don't have all of them, you know, or 3 out of 4, and it's just a stroke of luck. That's the luck part of it, of having the number to go with it. But it really lowers the odds, knowing what I know. So one person is picking 3 numbers out of 30. I'm picking probably 3 numbers out of 8 or 9. So my odds are extremely better. So if that's the case, I'm gonna give the state a run for their money.
Now, what lotteries do you play? What states?
Just state of Maine. State of Maine lottery, and I could play any lottery in the country if I had a means of buying the ticket and lower my odds and win. But I don't have the luxury of being able to travel all over the country and do it, so I decided to maybe help the people within those states lower their odds. If I can lower their odds, make them happier, and go from there. And how do I lower the odds? Well, I've studied the lottery since 1975, and I have eliminated most or all of the variables. I've made up my mind it's not a stroke of luck. Everything in this universe happens because of something else, and the lottery is no different. So when a number 1 comes up, it comes up for a reason, and that reason happened to be present. And when that reason was present, the number 1 come up. And I have managed to figure out what those reasons are.
Now, what's the basics of that? What do you think the simplest way to explain why you think a number 1 would come up over a number, 8?
Well, without turning my whole little secret out to the public and having the lotteries say, I'm going to change this, we'll ruin his system. For fear of doing that, I'll just keep that little part a secret, but I'd gladly turn my charts over to anyone who would like to participate. And if they want to participate and do the same thing that I do, they can lower their odds. I can't pick the numbers, but I have a much better chance of winning than anybody else. And it works within Megabucks, Powerball, 3-digit, 4-digit, any place where they have numbers drawn. It's workable. It lowers the odds.
Now, what's the system that the lottery uses here to choose their numbers? I mean, how does the lottery choose numbers?
The lottery has a machine with air forced into it, and it stirs up ping pong balls, and ping pong balls then shoot up through a tube, of which comes out the top, and your number is poof. It's up there, and it's never touched by human hands, and it just ends up at the top. And how does it end up at the top? That's what I've figured out, the variables that cause it to go up to the top.
Now, how long have you been charting what wins and all that?
I charted the wins for 1 year straight, and I've charted all wins for a period of 15 years. And as the charts, as you overlay them, the charts that I have, which I will not turn out to anybody, but as you overlay them, they will turn out to be the same numbers, or the same groups of numbers, within the same times throughout the year. You overlay them, and they're almost identical year after year after year. So if I'm working in the summer months, then I pick certain numbers. And if I'm working in the winter months, I pick different numbers. Well, that's the long and the short of that.
Now, how good do you do? How often do you come up with winning combinations?
Last year, I had 12 $1,000 winners. Last year. Now that doesn't account for the numerous $100 winners. I don't even keep track of those. But I'll have a $100 winner at least twice a week. I'll have a $25 to $50 winner 2 to 3 times a week. A $600 winner maybe twice a month. And that's probably about 75 to 80% profit over what I spend. Maybe better than that, closer to 90.
Now, how about other people who play? How often do you think their percentages of winning? Like when you talk to people who are equally involved in the lottery, do they even notice you're winning? Do people even mention it? Do they be like, how do you do it? Or do they not even notice?
Quite a few will say, and the only thing they have to say is he's the luckiest man I know. And they'll ask me how I do it, and I just say, hey, I just pick numbers. I do not tell them how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
They win from time to time. Usually it's because they're playing their birthday or their children's birthday or something of that nature, and it works on a strictly luck basis. Luck, I don't believe in luck. There's no such thing as luck. Everything happens for a reason. The luck is whether or not you're going to be there at that time. And then again, luck is something happened to make you be there. So there again, luck loses.
So you believe it's all physical? It's all physics and physical relationships?
All physics. Everything is physics. This entire universe is physics.
Checks and balances, yeah, and opposite and equal reactions.
If something goes up, it's gonna come down.
Now you want to go over your place and show me what you're willing to show us?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to your place. All right, let's go to your place and see what you got.